Hey guys, Galucia here, and we're gonna work on some more Super Mario World. Still on the Butter Bridge, so I decided to go ahead and get through the Butter Bridge levels and make my way towards Castle 4. But before we do Castle 4, we're gonna backtrack to Castle 3 and see what's up with that. This level's pretty challenging because, as you can see, these things are working like a scale. And platforms are falling. And because the camera is fixed and moves at its own speed, um, you're kind of stuck with how the camera is making you move or whatever. So right here, I have a solid platform, so I'm giving the camera a chance to catch up to me. And thanks to the red switch, there's kind of a failsafe there because normally, obviously, you have to hop along these guys to make it across. But I do it anyway just so I can get the one up. But yeah, this game has some serious challenges. One good way to get around those challenges is to, and right here I'm supposed to ride the one to the left all the way down, and then I could like make a leap and get that dragon coin, and then jump onto a turtle to make this jump, and like that's just like too ridiculous, and I didn't even feel like trying to do that right now. But anyway, yeah, a good way to, and I know there's something else in there, like one of these blocks has something in it, and I don't remember what. I just remember thinking back to my childhood and saying to myself, "Yeah, I'm definitely supposed to be looking for something there." But with my limited time and not knowing exactly where it is, I just didn't even bother. But so yeah, and right here, I did not get a big enough jump off that guy, so thankfully there was a platform here. But anyway, yeah, and also thankfully I got a cape. And I almost went down this pipe and then realized there was a star coin. Um, but yeah, so the key to that level is definitely to just kind of keep hopping on the platforms when they're sinking, because that'll keep them pretty much level. So that's what you were seeing me do there, and I kept going through that. So hey, I finally beat a level first try. um, yeah, and I have still yet to figure out if there's like a specific spot or way to hit these to get what you're looking for. I just kind of like smack into them and see what happens. I know if I go all the way to the right and jump up into them, that I can pretty much always get a star. But since the middle was a mushroom, I'm trying to figure this whole thing out, but failing left and right. And here's another challenging level. A lot of these levels in here, I'm like, you know what? I want a second feather, and then I fail. I thought he was gonna like walk off the screen for some reason, so pretty much exactly where we left off. So anyway, so I take off into the sky. I gotta be honest with you. When I started this level, I really didn't remember anything about it. I just know that there's pretty much all the enemies in this are those flying guys. So I was pretty much just like, well, I know this most of this level's in the sky, so let me just see if I can fly through it. And then, yeah, that guy smacks into me. And I know I'm willing to bet that at least one of these pipes goes down into something. But there's so much pandemonium with stuff flying around, and I'm getting smacked around so bad that at this point I'm just kind of gonna move on. Plus, like I kind of earlier stated that unless it's like for a switch or something important that we have to, and their pipe fails, that I'm not gonna worry too much about secrets right now, because most of the secrets from this point on are like big deal secrets that lead to like rainbow roads and stuff like that. And yeah, I that dragon coin obviously you would have to like, yeah, and I got a four. You would have to hop off one of those guys to get it, and there's no point in that because I already missed earlier dragon coins. And I'm pretty sure this is one of those levels where there's a really important secret at the end. Just looking at it, kind of like was jogging my memory about it. So I don't know. I might have to backtrack that one later and figure it out, or cop out and look it up online. We'll see. But that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm kind of playing through this by memory. Um, and then when I get to Bowser's Castle, before I go into it, whatever I couldn't remember, just like off the top of my head, then I'm gonna kind of backtrack. So the last few videos of this, besides the Bowser's Castle itself, is gonna be a lot of just secrets, I guess. And I could have cape smacked that guy right there, and I didn't think about it, and then I got trapped. Yeah, I kind of forgot how to deal with this guy at first, and then so I'm just like, oh, I gotta get the heck out of here. What's this guy's problem? And then I jump into the little little fireball guy. So yeah, Castle 3 was kind of a fail, and I was thinking about going all the way back to the top secret area, but then I was like, you know what, to heck with this. I'm gonna go in here little and make it happen. Um, but obviously, this dude can get taken out just like anyone else, and right here, or not here, well, whatever. Anyway, I prove it later. Actually, it's right after this one. Obviously, the spell ball thing that he's shooting at you is problematic, but it's not the end of the world. And right here, I'm thinking for some reason that I can set that down on one of these floaties and then get it, and so on and so forth. So I'm not able to get that thing there. Is it just me, or okay? I don't know if I'm like stupid for pointing this out or like whatever, but not only does that guy's magic ball thing that he's shooting at me, not only is it all 4 of the symbols for the PlayStation controller, I even think they're arranged in the same order. Is that like by accident, or did PlayStation do that on purpose? Like when they were trying to think about what they want their button schemes to be, and they're like, well, we can't just rip them off and have A, B, X, Y. What should we do? Which Xbox did not bother saying. Boo. And they were just like, what about the symbols from Super Mario World? I don't know. That could be just a giant coincidence, but I'm pretty sure that they were even in the same order. So, yeah, maybe a fan from Japan, when he was the random guy that was tasked with designing the buttons for the controller, like just kind of threw that in there. Anyway, way off track here. So obviously we're dealing with lava and moving ceilings. This part's really not that bad as long as you just pay attention. There's not really too many enemies other than the skeleton turtles and the fireballs coming out of the lava, so yeah, it's just all about paying attention and not trying to rush it. I know for a lot of my gameplay, and especially in Mario, I tend to just want to like fly through it, but on this one I definitely just like took a deep breath and calmed down. So like right here I'm like inching my way up, and then I'm like, oh, okay, you know what, I remember this area. You just kind of have to like get through this part. There's no lava dangers here, so I just drive on. Woo! And then I went to crush that guy, and that little nub almost did me in. But so yeah, made it to the end, and the end boss is pretty weird. It's not really challenging like at all. You just have to jump on him. There's 2 dummies and then him, and it's obvious which one it is. It's not like they're remotely close. The only danger is this fireball that's just ricocheting all over the place, and it's not random or anything like that. If you paid attention to like where it was going to hit, you could kind of figure out the angle and know where it was going to go next. So it did get me once, but you know, after that I was able to drive on. So yeah, I got through the 3rd castle, and again, we didn't have to. I could have skipped straight ahead to the 4th castle. I could have skipped everything from the ghost house in Vanilla Dome all the way up to the castle and beyond. There's 2 more levels. I think it's 2 more. There's 2. Yeah, I think it's 2. Well, we'll find out in a second when we get to the map. But there's a few more levels after this, and that whole thing could be skipped. But like I said, I wanted to show you guys every level and show you every. Yeah, it's 2. But I don't think we're gonna do both, are we? No, we're not. This is gonna be the last level for this video, and I had time. I probably could have squeezed it in the last level so that I could have just started the next video on Castle 4. However, yeah, I kind of just feel like finishing it here. That's one thing that sucks about levels like this, where like you're stuck like in a pattern, is that my backup item, which was that mushroom, there was no way for me to get it. And I really didn't remember this level too much, besides of like the obvious. Like I remember that I had to just keep dodging these saws and stuff, but I was like, I know there's probably like a safer way to go about this, or a specific pattern or whatever. And I tried to jump over that thing and land on the edge, but I obviously came in a little bit, so I hit the saw. So on this one, I decided that the way to go is, if you want the dragon coins for this level, this is not the way to go. But if you're me, then the way to go is pretty much just to stick to the top one. That way you don't have to worry about ones above you, like when you're trying to jump up to dodge one on your track, there might be one above you on the track overhead. So you only have to worry about the ones on your track, which you can just jump up and dodge. And right there, it's like, I don't. Why would you put that there? Like, how difficult would it be for me to try to get that? Like, yeah, it doesn't even seem fair, to be honest with you. But so yeah, as you can see, the top is safer, but you don't get the dragon coins. But also, I know eventually you have to make your way to the top if you want to get the continue spot. So yeah, we just ride it out on the top. And right there, where I fail and almost jumped off of this into the fathoms. But right there, the those wings are for Yoshi, and if you get those wings, then you could fly through this part. And I don't know if there's a secret up top that you need to fly to, because I don't remember. So yeah, we're gonna have to start probably looking some stuff up or whatnot, because at this point in the game, like by the time I get to the Illusion Forest or Illusion Woods or whatever they were called, after Castle 4, the levels after Castle 4, I'm pretty sure things are gonna get rusty. I remember how to get through the forest, because there's like a certain path you have to go on, and right there I should have just probably stayed up. There's just like certain ways you have to beat the levels, otherwise like you just keep going in circles, and I'm pretty sure I remember how to do that, but I know there's like way more secrets, plus the switch, and I'm not even sure I remember how to get to the switch in that one. Like I have an idea, but there's so many secrets in the forest that like they all kind of blend together in my head, so we'll have to see what happens, guys. But yeah, so I ended it there. So when we come back, we'll yeah, pick it up on Cookie Mountain, get through Castle 4, and hopefully a level or two in the forest. Alright guys, laters.